Eric Bress and Jonathan Gruber, the co-writers and co-directors of The Butterfly Effect. Now, who are these guys? Well, I'll tell you. They teamed up. They formed a writing partnership in the late 90s, and they said they just cranked out scripts. That was all they did. They did comedy. They did westerns. And they had this particularly fucked up script called Blackouts. And it was this script called Blackouts that they said led to them getting a manager. He read the script and he's like, all right, this is intense, but there's something here. And they said that eventually led to their big break. This script got shopped around Hollywood, and apparently every producer read it. And while nobody bought it, everybody remembered, oh, that's that baby suicide movie.
Well, yeah, that would stand out.
And it was the baby suicide movie that they said led to their hiring onto Final Destination 2 at New Line Cinemas, which they wrote. That was their first on-screen credit was writing Final Destination 2, the best of the Final Destination movies.
Ask.
I love it.
Okay.
Has some of
you
my.
think so?
I do. I mean, no.
Josh was coming for
I mean,
you.
we don't have to fight about everything. I love the Final Destination series, all of them except for the fourth one, which is the Last Destination, Last Final Destination.
Final Destination.
I was going to say,
The
ironically,
Final Destination, sorry.
Followed by Final Destination 5, which is great.
It's interesting that Eric, one of the writers and co-directors of this, he wrote that one or co-wrote it, but not with
With Gruber,
the other director, Mackye. Was it Mackye Gruber?
Mackye Gruber. He goes by Jonathan. They always talk about him as Jonathan.
Yeah, but I love them all, but I gotta say the first one's probably my favorite one, and maybe the third after that. I don't know. I have to rank them at some point, but I love them all.
I think it has my. I mean, they're all. I like them all. The second one I just think has my favorite kills, maybe of any movie. When that kid gets smashed by the plate of glass. And just turns into goo in front of his mom. I'm like, this is the greatest moment in cinema history.
Oh wow!
But
those movies are awesome.
This leads them to New Line purchasing their script for Blackouts, which becomes The Butterfly Effect, and they get to direct it. And this is their only directing credit as a team, and they split off after this. Well, they created a TV show for ABC Family called Kyle XY, which I've never heard of it, but it ran for 3 episodes. So
I was like, why is he showing us his abs? I think it's to show us he doesn't have a belly button.
He doesn't have a belly. Can you imagine?
Well, why doesn't he have enough abs? Right. Yeah.
He's like a AI or a cyborg or something. I haven't seen that, but I hear it's good. And it ran for like 4 seasons, something like that.
It was
3 or 4
total
seasons.
episodes, so I'm sure they made a lot of money at least.
I'm going to watch it soon at some point because it's one of the only few projects that this filmmaking team has worked on before also. And I don't know why they broke up, or they also haven't done many things separately. So it's a real tragedy.
He said Eric Bress, because he does a lot of podcasts and stuff. He said it was just writing teams. You know, you start a writing team, and studios like writing teams because you get 2 writers for the price of 1, and you work together for a long time. But then, you know, you have families and stuff. It's harder to, you know, keep the same kind of hours, keep the same level of energy up. So they're still very good friends, but they did split around after The Butterfly Effect. And Bress, his most recent credit is he wrote and directed a movie called Ghosts of War. Gruber, I don't think has had any produced work, but that, you know, it could mean they're just writing screenplays that aren't getting made, or maybe they're doing uncredited rewrites.
I can see how it could force bad work, but just watching your process. Matt's a writer; he's written a couple of novels, and just the pressure you put on yourself, and then how you'll just completely lose the will to do it. So imagine being a writer who has to show up for the other writer. That sounds like a fucking nightmare.
No, it does. I know.
When there's just 2 of you, if there were at least like 4, then maybe someone could have like a bad week or something, or a baby.
Get together and write scripts every day. That sounds like a nightmare.
That sounds horrible. That's why you need a writing room.
Yes.
So we can all get maternity leave.
So, and they have a very good director's commentary on the Blu-ray that I really learned a lot from. And I like in Bress's, you know, many interviews, you know, talks about basically the business, how difficult it is, how much frustration there is, how you have to, you know, kind of temper your maybe artistic instincts for what can really be produced and what can really be commercial.
Hence the walking past each other in New York moment at the end of No, I'm just kidding. Not talking about the end. We haven't even started the beginning.
Oh, wait. Spoiler alert.
Spoiled. So we spoiled the podcast.
Who is the leading man of this movie? Let's talk about Ashton Kutcher.
Chin and cheeks for days. Look at that face.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
he was 26 years old at the time of this movie. Born 1978. He's from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. He always talks about Iowa in his interviews. He has a twin brother who has cerebral palsy. Which I didn't know about him.
No, no.
He was a model prior to his acting career. Very quickly got hired onto That 70s Show in 1998. Film debut in 1999, coming soon.
You know what? He kind of like a John Travolta, like hired for his pretty boy look and hired to play a doofus. And I could see him wanting to like prove he's more than. He's such an idiot character on that. That's my memory of That 70s Show.
Yeah, I mean, he always plays. Yeah, Kelso is who he plays on That 70s Show, and he kind of just plays it.
Well, and then Dude, Where's My Car? And I mean, like, it's easy to get pigeon. I think it's cool that he did Butterfly Effect. Like,
I wish he did more movies like that. It was a weird thing. I was gonna say, like, he did Do Where's My Car. He was already doing 70s Show. He did a couple other rom-coms before that. Not many that are known. Doing Just Married, and then My Boss's Daughter. And then he did this one, Butterfly Effect. And after that, he went right back to this rom-com.
Right. He was again. Like, so this period of time, like the rocket ship was strapped to his back. Like Hollywood's like, we're going to make you happen as a leading man in romantic comedies, in straight comedies. And then this Butterfly Effect was his first, try to step outside of your comfort zone, do a drama. And then after this, he was cast as the lead in Elizabethtown, Cameron Crowe's movie. Which he was fired from weeks into production. And he said in an interview a few years ago, he said, I'm happy to admit I did not have the chops at the time. I didn't have the discipline to handle that kind of role. And Orlando, if you've not seen Elizabethtown, it's a terrible movie and Orlando Bloom is very bad in it. But I do struggle to imagine Ashton Kutcher in it. I don't, maybe he could do it now, but
did he get kind of sidelined by Punk'd? I mean, that was like a long running thing for him, wasn't it?
Well, he starts Punk'd in 2003, and he also has his like venture capital endeavors. He's very early in Twitter. Remember, he was the big Twitter celebrity. And then later he gets cast on 2.5 Men to replace Charlie Sheen. Okay. So he probably makes just more money than God doing that. But like him as movie star just doesn't ultimately work out, I don't think, or at least
maybe he just didn't need it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It sounds like a big pain in the ass.
So after Butterfly Effect, in the coming years, we have Guess Who, we have The Guardian, What Happens in Vegas, No Strings Attached, and then he largely just works in TV and 3.5 Men, and then the Ranch on Netflix. Oh, he's doing great.
Okay,
he's picking and choosing what projects he wants now because his family life and stuff like that. But he did do a couple other dramatic things here and there, like Spread. I don't know if you ever saw that. It was weird and okay.
It was weird.
And then Jobs, which is he plays Steve Jobs. Still haven't seen that one yet.
Which it was the other Steve Jobs movie because there were two that came out back to back. Steve Jobs was just the Danny Boyle one with Michael Fassbender, and then Jobs.
I've still yet to see either one of those. And then he was in last year's, or was it? Yeah, last year's Vengeance. He had a decent role in that one for a small role, and it was pretty good.
There'll be a
I've always liked him. I've loved him from this role, mostly from Butterfly Effect, but I like his comedic stuff too. I just wish he would stick his teeth again to the thriller or the sci-fi stuff because he's just awesome in this one to me. I love him in this role.
Yes, and something good happens to guys as they get older. When they get more grizzled, they look like they have more wisdom on their face, kind of like Matthew McConaughey. Like you can start doing. I could see an older version of him getting to be taken seriously in a serious role.
Well, let me be the odd man out.
Unlike what Matt thinks.
I don't think he works in this movie. I like this movie, but
you're wrong.
I just
you
can't.
Didn't like him as Evan? Are you kidding me?
No,
that's crazy.
I can't. He can't stop making his comedy faces.
Those aren't comedy faces. Those are just his faces.
Which is comedy.
It's not his fault. He's precious.
We'll talk about it.
Comedy has a place in drama, sir.
Yeah, but not this drama.
He's playing so many different personalities in this. He's playing 4 or 5 different kinds of roles in this one movie.
Yeah, and I watched it twice this week. The first time I was not into his performance at all. The second time I was like, okay, he's doing good stuff.
Well, and not only is he dropping into a reality where he kind of knows the players but has no idea exactly what he's even supposed to act like, but as it goes, as as more and more he ends up becoming all of it, it would be hard to. I don't know. I think
No,
he
part
does a
of it
good
is just
job
like
of,
extra textual. Like I can't not see
That's what I'm
Kelso
saying.
from that 70s
And that's
show.
what I'm saying.
Just in the way
That's
he
not
mugs and
fair.
some of the line readings. But we'll get
You
into
got
it.
pretty boy bias.
We'll get into it.
All right,
I
fine.
hate these pretty boys.
He's so cute.
Amy Smart, the other lead of this movie, was 28 during The Butterfly Effect. We know her from Varsity Blues in 1999, Road Trip and Rat Race, and Felicity. Lacey probably knows her from Shameless.
Who is she in Shameless?
I don't know. I didn't watch Shameless.
I don't know. I mean, she's one of those people where I'm like, oh yeah, that girl. I really liked her.
Yeah,
in
I think
this.
she's great in this.
I love her in Road Trip. That's where I was reaching for that in my head. But like, did she drop off? Did she drop off, or is she still around?
She's around.
Okay, good for her.
She's around.
Yeah,
not too much here and there. But
everyone,
she's still here.
I think everyone's great. This is it. All the kids are good.
You heard him. Everyone's great. That includes Ashton.
Oh,
That's right.
you got me.
There you go. We got him.
You
We
nailed
got
my
him.
ass.
Oh, got him the butterfly effect.
Okay, so with that out of the way,
Wait, I will say I do love middle Evan.
yeah, he's very.
I love
good,
that actor,
kid.
the teenager, the one with and the blonde in that. She's always in serious stuff. What is her name? Oh, you know what? I've got a piece of paper.
I didn't write down every child actor because there's so many.
No, she's in I want to say Kids. Is that the movie she's in where she gets raped?
I've never seen
No,
Kids.
no, this is just someone who looks like her.
I think so.
Her name is Irina Goravol. Never mind. But I love that actress too. I mean, she just looks haunted. Those bangs. Anyway, do what you're gonna do.